All right, so we are going to continue working on fractions, adding and subtracting unlike denominators. All right, so please get out a piece of paper and do this along with me. All right, so if we have 5 plus, I don't know why I wrote it like that. If we have 5/8 plus 1/4, okay? I'm going to set up my fractions. Okay, so we said on Tuesday, that there are 2 rules with adding and subtracting fractions that have unlike denominators. One of the rules is to look, can the smallest number go into the biggest number? So can 4 go into 8? And if it can go into it evenly, then yes, then that 8 is going to be the denominator that you're going to use. All right, what did I do to 4 to get to 8? Well, you times it by 2. All right, and what you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. 1 times 2 is 2. What did I do to 8 to get to 8? Well, you multiply it by 1. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So 5 times 1 is 5. Okay? And now you're just ready to add. 5 plus 2 is 7. And then you bring down your denominator, so that would be 7/8. All right? Okay. Do this one. Let's do this one together. 6/10 minus 2/5. All right. And I'm going to go on and set up my problem. Okay. And again, ask yourself, can the littlest denominator go into the biggest denominator? Can 5 go into 10? Yes, 5 can go into 10 evenly without a remainder. So 10 is going to be our denominator. So if 5 can go into 10 evenly, the bigger denominator is what we use. So what did I do to 5 to get to 10? Well, I times it by 2. What you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. 2 times 2 is 4. What did I do to 10 to get to 10? You multiply it by 1. What you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. Okay, so now I'm ready to subtract. And I only need to subtract the numerator. My denominator stays the same. So 6 minus 4 is 2. All right, but I can't leave that like that because 2 and 10, I can go put 2 into 10, right? I can divide it into that and get a reduced fraction. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides because what you do to the one side, you got to do to the other. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay. All right. Looking at the next one. Let's see, where am I at? All right, let's look at 3/4 minus 2/3. Every time you have to do a fraction with unlike denominators, set it up like this, okay? So you're ready to go. All right, can 3, the smallest denominator, go into 4, the biggest denominator, without a remainder? No. So we're going to come over here. Remember our m, okay? I'm going to put 4 and I'm going to put 3. And we're going to list our multiples, and we've got to find the least common multiple. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. We'll stop there. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. And we can stop there. 12 will be our least common multiple. So that is what we will choose to be our denominator. All right. So what did I do to 4 to get to 12? Well, you multiply by 3. What you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. 3 times 3 is 9. What did I do to 3 to get to 12? Well, 3 times 4 will get us 12. So what you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I am ready to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. All right. So we did a couple with just using the largest denominator, and now we've done this one. So let's continue on. Okay. 4/9 minus 1/3. Go on and pause the video and do this one by yourself. Okay. All right, you're back. Seems like you must have worked this problem out. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is set up my fraction. So I'm ready to go. Okay. Now, I need to figure out a common denominator. Can 3 go into 9 evenly? Yes. So then 9 will be our denominator. What did I do to 9 to get to 9? Well, you multiplied it by 1. And what you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. 4 times 1 is 4. What did I do to 3 to get to 9? You multiply by 3. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So 1 times 3 is 3. We are subtracting. So our denominator is 9, but then I subtract 4 minus 3, which will be 1. All right. All right, let's look at this one. 3/5 plus 1/3. Go on and do this problem by yourself. This one, you're going to have to make an M. All right, pause me and then we'll go over it. All right, well, welcome back. All right, so my multiples here, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. Out. 3 times 9, 3 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3 is 15. There you go. So we're going to use 15 as our denominator. All right. What did I do to 5 to get to 15? Well, you multiplied by 3. And then what do I do to the bottom? I have to do to the top. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. So you're taking this fraction and you're changing it, even though these are equivalent fractions, which means these are equal. 3/5 equals 9/15. Okay. So you're just taking these fractions and making an equivalent fraction using the denominator 15. Okay. So that way we can add and subtract easily. What did I do to 3 to get to 15? You multiplied it by 5. So what you do to the bottom, you got to do the top. And 1 times 5 is 5. This is adding. So I'm going to add these. Got my denominator all ready to go because I know it's 15. And then I just have to add 9 plus 5, which is 14. And I'm ready to go. All right, guys. So you have, now that we've practiced a few problems together, you have a Google slide to do. I'm going to be on there with you doing a couple, and then you can do the rest by yourself. Bye.